Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie. Today I'm here to do, I think, a bit of a staple on booktube these days, and I'm going to do a These Books Will Self-Destruct video. So I've picked out 12 from my shelves. Some of them have been on there for a while. There's maybe a few that are kind of from last year, so not too long, but I'm giving myself until the end of 2023 to read all of these. Otherwise, I guess I have to unhaul them. I haven't really worked that out, but I imagine, if I don't pick them up in 12 months, that I probably don't really want to read them. So we're going to jump into it. Like I said, there are 12. There's a bit of a mix of everything in here, so let's just jump in. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this because it is so heavy. I picked some big books. I've just realized how big some of them are. That is the face of regret. Okay, let's start with, I guess we'll break it a little into genre. Recently in unhauls and other videos, I've been talking about the fact that kind of over YA contemporary these days, not a genre that I really reach for anymore. I don't know, I still love a good, sapphic YA contemporary, but I still have quite a few on my shelves that I've picked up over the years and haven't read, including these three. So I have Afterlove by Tanya Byrne, which is, a sapphic contemporary, kind of. I think they're like ghosts, maybe, or one of them's a ghost, not really sure. One of them is in the afterlife, I guess. We'll see. This seems to have that kind of Grim Reaper aspect to it. I've talked about in a video or two before that hasn't worked for me in the past. I tried Scythe, really struggled with that. And another one, Keeper of the Night by Kylie Lee Baker. That is a plot line that really ramps up my anxiety and my grief. But is it going to be worth it for girls? Quite possibly. So we'll see. Okay, and then I have When You Were Everything by Ashley Woodfolk. I pre-ordered this in 2020. Do you think I read it? No, obviously not. I don't even really remember what this one is about. I think it's about a friendship breakup. I don't know. I really like Ashley Woodfolk's first book that made me cry on a plane. Sob on a plane as we were landing in New York. Great times. But, I guess we'll give this one a go and see how I feel. And then I have Parachutes by Kelly Yang. I don't even remember when I bought this. I feel like this was maybe the end of 2020, end of 2019. I don't know. But yeah, I still am interested in this one. I did read the first, 80 pages at one point, and I enjoyed it. So just need to, I'm starting it again, but I just need to push past that point and maybe I will really enjoy it. Okay. What else could we go for? Fantasy? I have 2 YA fantasies. I have The Beautiful Ones by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I'm sure most of you have heard of Mexican Gothic by now. I don't really know what this one is about. Something about a sweeping romance rich with love, betrayal, and more than a dash of magic. There's something about socialites and stuff. I don't know. I did like Mexican Gothic. I was kind of surprised that I enjoyed it as much as I did, because not really a scary horror kind of person, but it wasn't too bad. So hopefully this one I will enjoy. This is honestly like reasonably thin, but does have kind of small writing, so we'll see. And then I have Blood Air by Amelie Wenzel. This is, been on my shelves for a little bit now, I think since 2020 as well. There's something about this one that I just can't get rid of it. I think because I found out that it's like an Anastasia inspired story. I mean, I think it's more based on like Romanovs more than, you know, the like cartoon Anastasia. But anyway, I found out that and I was like, well, it's one of my favorite movies. Can't pass on this now. So we're gonna see. How about some romance? So, or actually I might just, the rest of the fiction here is more like just historical in some way. So I have Dearest Josephine by Caroline George. I bought this one at the end of last year, so it's still reasonably new in comparison to some of these. I just think that if I don't put this on a list and maybe on a TBR at some point, that I probably just won't pick it up. Not because I don't want to, but just because I have so many other things. So this, I believe, is like a bit of a, I don't know if it's a time slip sort of thing, but the female character lives in sort of the present and the male is in like, I think, I don't know if it's Regency or like, oh okay, it's 1821, so I don't know, we're gonna give it a go and we'll see. Okay, so still historical but now a classic. We have The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton. I bought this one, I don't know when I bought this one, 2021. The cover grabbed me. I was in a classics mood, didn't read it, should really get to it. I think with classics, if I don't make the time to read them, they will just sit on my shelves for the rest of time. So here we are, adding this one. Okay, sticking with the early 1800s, this is What Kitty Did Next by Carrie Cablin. This is set in 1813 and it follows Kitty Bennet from Pride and Prejudice, and yeah, basically what happens after the end of Pride and Prejudice to her. And I'm really excited for this one. I met this author at a Jane Austen weekend where my friend and I like dressed up in Regency garb, and like everyone there was dressed up in Regency garb, and yeah, she happened to be there and she had her book and I was like, yeah, I'll buy that. So here it is. Next up, I have The Wolf Den by Elodie Harper. I started this one at the end of October. My voice is going. And yeah, I read 30 pages of it. Wasn't really fussed with it, but I want to keep trying with this one. I'll give it a little bit longer, and I thought if I put it on this list, then I'm more likely to pick it up. And that was my thought process there. Okay, last for the fiction is good old historical romance. This is Lessons in French by Laura Kinsale. So I had quite a few I could have picked from. I even have a different Laura Kinsale that I really need to read, but I was kind of struggling with that one. It's quite intense. It's about a character who has a stroke, and it's, you know, I think as well the early 1800s, I don't know, and it's just a lot. And I thought maybe I'd give this one a go and see if, kind of get used to her writing style, see if I like it, and then push forward with that other one. This one sounds just a lot lighter and sweeter. It's a bit of a childhood sweethearts, second chance romance sort of thing, and I think it's Regency. I don't know. You can never really tell from the clothes on the front because when are they ever historically accurate? But I think that's what she writes. I don't know. There's a review from Lisa Kleypas on the front though, so we'll see. Okay, and then I have 2 non-fiction. I didn't want to do too much non-fiction on this list because they do take me a little bit longer, and I thought if I did like, you know, like half and half, that it would take me forever to read them. So I went with these 2. First up is Cleopatra by Stacey Schiff. I got this one I think as well in 2020, maybe even last year. Anyway, it's still reasonably new, but I haven't really thought about this one too much since I got it, and yeah, I thought if I put it on here, I'm more likely to at least think about it and then try and pick it up. So there's that. And then finally I have Guest House for Young Widows by Asda Mulvaney. So my thought process with this one is that it's going to be an intense book and that I really want to read it, but I think I'll just keep putting it off if I don't make myself start it. Like, I think it will be interesting, and I don't want to say that I think I'll enjoy it, but you know what I mean? Like, I think I'll enjoy the process of reading it and not so much it. As often happens with nonfiction. But yeah, I think if I just don't force myself to start it, I will just keep putting it off because, like, I'm never going to be in the mood to read this. It's just never going to happen. So I just need to start it, and I think once I've done that, it won't seem so intense and scary. So that's that. That's all 12 of them. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to give myself until the end of 2023 to read all of these. So feasibly 1 a month, though I am kind of tempted to get a jump start, not even a jump start, just to start reading 1 of them this month, so that I do have a little bit of wiggle room, and we'll just see how that goes. I have a lot to read in December, so it might not happen, but there we go. That's it for today. Hope you're all doing well. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought of them, what books you have on a self-destruct list, how you're doing with that. If you have any tips, let me know, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.